With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
The question is, which of the following statements are correct? So we are given with the certain statements and we have to figure out the correct statements. So if we talk about the first statement, it says that the reabsorption of water occurs passively in the initial segment of the nephron. So now if we talk about the water reabsorption, so water reabsorption, it occurs by passive mechanism in the proximal convoluted tubule of the nephron, that is PCT. So PCT, it is the initial segment of our nephron, that is it is the proximal part of the nephron. So thus this statement is correct. So now if we talk about second statement, it says that the nitrogenous wastes are absorbed by passive transport. So second statement says that the nitrogenous wastes such as ammonia, urea and uric acid, these are absorbed by passive transportation. So these wastes, these are also reabsorbed by the PCT. So these are reabsorbed by proximal convoluted tubule, that too by passive absorption. So it involves passive mode of absorption. So thus this transportation mechanism, that is passive transportation mechanism for nitrogenous wastes, it is correct. So third statement says that the conditional reabsorption of sodium and water takes place in the DCT. So DCT, it is the distal convoluted tubule. So in the distal convoluted tubule, there are the special cells that can absorb sodium and calcium ions as well as water with the help of certain enzymes. So these cells, they have certain enzymes with the help of which it can reabsorb sodium, calcium ions as well as water. So it is mentioned that the conditional reabsorption of sodium and water takes place in the DCT. So this is also correct. So fourth statement says that the DCT reabsorbs HCO3 negative. So this statement is also correct. The DCT, it also reabsorbs certain ions such as sodium, potassium, HCO3 negative, etc. So it absorbs these ions in order to maintain the pH. So to maintain the pH balance, it reabsorbs these ions, as well as it also secretes certain ions that are hydrogen and potassium ions as well as ammonia, just to maintain this pH balance. So this distal convoluted tubule, it is involved in various functions, that is, firstly it reabsorbs sodium, calcium and water by passive absorption, and then it also reabsorbs sodium ions such as HCO3 negative, sodium and potassium to maintain the pH balance. So furthermore, it secretes certain ions such as hydrogen, potassium or ammonia to maintain the pH balance. So as well as by this balance, it also maintains the sodium potassium ion balance in our blood. So it also maintains the sodium potassium ions balance in our blood. So this was about the distal convoluted tubule. So fourth statement said that reabsorbs HCO3 negative. This is correct. And fifth statement, it says that DCT is capable of selective secretion of H positive potassium ions and NH3 in order to maintain the pH and sodium potassium balance in our blood. So we have discussed that it secretes certain ions to maintain the pH balance. So this statement is also correct. And then number 6 is substances like glucose, amino acids, sodium, etc. in the filtrate are absorbed actively. So this statement is also correct. These amino acids, glucose are absorbed actively. So this is also a correct statement. So all the statements are correct. So our correct option would be, that is D, that says that all of these are correct. So the D is the correct option.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.